previously.
What the hell is even that?
"343 Guilty Spark" is a classic Halo level. And do you know why? Atmosphere. From the moment you land, everything feels off. The swamp's dark, the music is unsettling, and the Covenant just seem completely off. You don't know what's happening, but you can immediately sense that something is seriously wrong. You see the Covenant running away as fast as they can. That's not like them. Then, you see all this paint all over the walls and you're like, wait, I thought the Covenant was supposed to be good at painting. This isn't like them. And then you see a smashed glass cage with green smoke flowing out of it. And you realise, the Green Goblin's here! Green Goblin and the team up the big wheel! Wait, this isn't Green Goblin. It could be Sandman. How did a whole squad of Marines die to these guys? They are so easy to kill. Seriously? This is the easiest level in my opinion. Absolute cakewalk. I got rushed by a flood that I stuck and trapped one time, but apart from that, this level was super easy. I love the story and the atmosphere here. Overall, a really cool, quick and fun level. The library is not a cool, quick and fun level. I'm just gonna say it now. This is the only level in Halo Combat Evolved that I actively disliked. Now I didn't dislike this level because I died a bunch. Although I did absolutely die a lot on this level. I disliked this level because it's boring and it's repetitive. The library just comes along and says, what if the entire level was this hallway? And then this hallway? And then this hallway? And then this hallway again, but this time you're really sad. And in fairness, they do spice up the enemies a little bit. Did that shit house just shoot a fucking rocket at me? There's this one bit where there's no checkpoint for about 5, maybe even 10 minutes of gameplay, right? I've sped it up here. You wait for Mr. Spock to go out and get some milk while a door is being opened, which is a very repetitive theme in this level. And the moment you get through the door, you walk through, you turn left, and a rocket flood just insta-kills you. What? Actually, that reminds me. I may have exaggerated earlier when I said the library is just the same hallway over and over again. Because sometimes, between these hallway sections, you get to stand by a locked door while Guilty Spark floats off to run some random errands. And then you wait. And wait. And wait. And then the door opens. And behind it is somehow the same hallway again. You know what the best part of this level was? It ending. It sucks. And after all of that, Master Chief somehow gets conned by the most evil looking robot imaginable. He has guilty in his name. What are you doing, Chief? Last video, I said Truth and Reconciliation was the hardest level in Halo. I lied. It's 2 Betrayals. It's 2 Betrayals by some distance. Why you just spawned in? Give me a fucking second. This level is hard. I died a lot. And to make matters worse, I've never been to Scouts. I have no directional awareness. I don't know where I'm going. I decided that I was going to go to this door and go into this building. For some reason, I have no idea why. I just saw it was heavily guarded and it was a door I could go through and I made it my mission. Right? So I died a few times trying to get there, and when I got in, I realised it was completely empty and not the direction I was supposed to go. And then when I came out, I realised I was trapped in by a lot of elites that were gonna keep me there for a while. So I had to restart the level. Which was fine, you know, I hadn't played too much of the level yet, so I didn't really mind.
Look out.
These shitting sentinels! Now, something really weird happened on this run. No enemies spawned in. Like, absolutely none. It was a complete ghost town. I was getting completely overrun before, and now there were no enemies anywhere. And I was a massive fan of this, you know. I'm gonna take my luck, aren't I? I'm gonna go through and complete the level, except I couldn't. I couldn't because there were no objectives and it wasn't letting me get past the checkpoint. So this fun was really short-lived. I actually had to restart the level again. This was starting to get a bit irritating now. I don't want to ever see another Sentinel again. I hate you, Bungie, so much. Why did you put Sentinels in this game? When you kill a grunt carrying a fuel rod cannon, the fuel rod cannon will then explode. And after that painfully arduous start, the rest of the level, well, let me just show you. I beat this level, and I will never speak about this level again. You might as well slather me in baby oil because I slid through this level with complete ease. Up until Keys. I knew it. The Covenant have been hiding the wall here the whole time. Oh wait, that's just Keys. Oh, we can just save him and get Master Chief. No! The Covenant was super pissed that we killed our own captain, and they sent out a brand new enemy. I hate these guys so much. If I had to describe the rest of this level with one word, that word would be rage. Do you know why I hate these guys? They deal more damage, they have twice the shields, they are much more aggressive, and they are much faster in attacking. But that's not the main thing. That's not the worst thing I hate about them. You know what I hate more than anything? The goddamn plasma grenades! Any active blast from any kind of troop will trigger dropped or loose grenades, creating a massive domino effect of detonations. I'm really starting to hate this game. And these bastards are somehow Olympic level grenade throwers. It doesn't matter where you're standing, behind cover, around a corner, in a different postcode, they'll land one directly at your feet. And apparently every elite carries the entire Covenant grenade supply right up his arse. Because when you finally kill one, about 12 grenades will fall out of him. How many were you carrying, mate? Were you planning a war? And before you say it, yes, I know, more grenades on the floor means more grenades for me to use against them. So really, it sounds like a skill issue. You don't think I know that? Skill issue is literally in my name. I am painfully aware of this. There was this one moment where I had to redo a bit that I had done about 100 times at this point, where a chain reaction of grenades caused a dead grunt to fly towards me.
Hello there.
And his fuel rod cannon exploded on me and killed me. Nah, see, I'm crashing out now. I'm gonna, nah. I wasted so much time because I'm pretty sure these elites will just spawn endlessly. And you know what the worst thing about this was? It turns out you don't even need to fight them. You can just drop straight down to the Banshee and the level ends. So I did this for nothing. I'm losing my mind, I just need this to end. This was it. The final level. After 10 hours, hundreds of deaths, and several completely reasonable breakdowns, I stood at the doorstep of proving the bastard man wrong. All I had to do was survive one final mission, and I would have officially beaten Halo Combat Evolved on Legendary. And surprisingly enough, the level started pretty smoothly. The Covenant and the Flood were mostly killing each other, and for once, nothing particularly traumatic was happening. Although there was this one moment when I was going through the vents and I started hearing some weird noises.
What the hell is even that?
What? How did you even get in here? Other than that, everything was going pretty well. I reached the engine room, blew up all the engines, and started a chain reaction that was going to eventually end the game. All I had to do was escape the ship. Literally just escape. But then, I discovered that one final trial had been bestowed upon me. As punishment for every Warthog that I had flipped, crashed, and driven with absolutely no skill whatsoever, the Halo gods had sentenced me to one final driving section. For an ordinary person, this is the easiest part of the level. But I am no ordinary person. To beat Halo and Legendary, I would have to overcome my greatest enemy. This piece of shit Warthog! One last section of suffering, let's just get it over with.
Rate a temperature of almost 150 degrees.
Why is it so flippable? I love having every single one of the Sentinels in the game just hit just everywhere, I love it. Hey Bungie, thanks for all the Sentinels, I really enjoy this, I really love this. Fuck you, Elite! Stay straight, stay straight, stay straight. Why do you steer by pointing in a certain direction? This doesn't make any sense. Who came up with these steering ideas? Get over it. Just get through. Get. Who gave grunts fuel rods? Who did it? Who did it? Was it you, Big Wheel? This is why you got cut from Spider-Man 2. I can see the finish line. After all this pain I've suffered, after all the rage I've felt, please, just let it end. Please, please, just let me get there. Please. No! It sends you all the way back to the start. Right, that's it. I'm locking in right now. Fuck you, Bungie. Fuck you, 343. Fuck you, Green Goblin. This ends right now. Get out of my way, you Sentinel dickheads. Screw these fucking special elites. I am good at games, you bastard man. This one's for Reddit. Easy as that, guys. I'll be uploading the walkthrough next week. With the game finished, it was time for me to play co-op campaign with my bastard man friend. To be fair, that's quite a valid response.